Hello, good evening everyone. Hello, namaskar दोस्तों. I hope you guys are doing great. Wednesday evening ELM live में आप सभी का स्वागत है. I welcome all of you for yet another session on ELM live with Vivek Bajaj. Every Wednesday, I come out with this session with some expert and we try to share different knowledge with you. नॉलेज कुछ टेक्निकल नॉलेज होते हैं, नॉलेज कुछ विजडम नॉलेज होते हैं, एक्सपीरियंस शेयरिंग होता है और बहुत सारे चीज़ें जो कंबाइन करके हम लोग सब चाहते हैं कि आप मार्केट में अच्छा करें. आज के जो एक सेशन होगा, अगेन इट्स गोइंग टू बी अराउंड 30 मिनट्स टू 40 मिनट सेशन. और आज का जो सेशन है इसमें दो बातें होने वाली है. हम टेक्निकल डिस्कशन करने वाले हैं वॉलाटिलिटी इंडेक्स के ऊपर में और कैसे आप वॉलाटिलिटी इंडेक्स विक्स का रिजीम आइडेंटिफाई करते हैं और कैसे आप अपनी स्ट्रेटजीज को चेंज करते हैं नए नए विक्स रिजीम में, तो वो चर्चा करेंगे. और दूसरा, हम इंस्पायर भी होंगे क्योंकि आज हमारे साथ दो लोग जुड़े हुए हैं और दोनों बहुत बहुत इंटरेस्टिंग है. मैं सबसे पहले जो मेरे मेन गेस्ट है उनको बुलाऊंगा और उसके बाद जो सेकेंडरी है उनको मैं बाद में इनवाइट करूंगा. सो लेट मी इनवाइट, शी इज वन ऑफ माय फेस टू फेस गेस्ट, वन ऑफ द आई वुड से डिस्कवरी फॉर मी. उनसे हमेशा इंस्पायर होता हूं मैं. एंड लेट अस वेलकम मुक्ता जी इनटू दिस डिस्कशन.
थैंक यू सो मच विवेक जी, थैंक यू सो मच.
कैसे हैं मुक्ता जी?
बस बढ़िया सर, आप कैसे हैं?
बहुत अच्छा हूँ, बहुत अच्छा हूँ. थैंक यू सो मच फॉर कमिंग हियर अगेन. एवरी टाइम मैं आपको बुलाता हूँ, आप आते हैं विद दैट इम्पेकेबल स्माइल एंड लॉट ऑफ पॉजिटिविटी. सो थैंक यू फॉर स्प्रेडिंग पॉजिटिविटी ऑल द टाइम.
थैंक यू सो मच सर, थैंक यू सो मच.
सो मुक्ता जी आज हम लोग चर्चा करने वाले हैं कि विक्स जो वॉलेटिलिटी इंडेक्स है और निफ्टी के बीच में क्या रिलेशनशिप है. आई थिंक थ्योरेटिकली तो हमको पता है, बट एक्चुअली में प्रैक्टिकली इसमें क्या रिलेशनशिप है और स्ट्रैटेजीज किस तरह की बनानी चाहिए. और अभी जो विक्स चल रहा है इंडिया में, इतना लो विक्स है, इतनी लो वॉलेटिलिटी है और मार्केट डिसेंट वॉलेटाइल है बट विक्स काफी लो है. तो क्या ये एक तरह का चेंज इन रिजीम है? क्या मार्केट चेंज हो रहा है? 3 साल पहले जो हाई विक्स हाई वॉलेटिलिटी का एनवायरनमेंट था, क्या वो चेंज हो रहा है? तो एनीथिंग एंड एवरीथिंग रिलेटेड टू विक्स आई वांट टू डिस्कस विथ यू. एंड ऑल्सो आपकी जर्नी तो हमने फेस टू फेस में सुना ही है. आप स्टॉकेज क्लब के अंदर में वन ऑफ द एक्सपर्ट्स है, तो आप कॉन्स्टेंटली कंट्रीब्यूट वहाँ करते हैं, तो हम आपके बारे में और जानते हैं. बीच बीच में मैं आपसे इंस्पिरेशन भी लेता रहूंगा while you speak about VIX. So kindly enlighten us, all the learners of ELM, about VIX and what strategy we can deploy it using the new VIX.
Great. It's a pleasure to present my study, and I've done a small PPT so that people can take some screenshots if they want, or some learning which they can take home. So let's begin off. You can see my screen.
Just a minute. Let me just add your screen here. Yeah, now I can see your screen. I've added your screen.
Right. So जब से मैं मार्केट में आई हूँ तब से मैं हमेशा ये सुनते आई हूँ विक्स विक्स विक्स. तो पहले तो लगता था ये विक्स की गोली है तो जो किच किच करती है, और बाद में पता चला कि ये कुछ और ही है भाई. लेकिन इसको जानना, इसका थोड़ा स्टडी करना तो बहुत जरूरी था, बिकॉज मार्केट कंडीशंस vary from time to time and we need to adapt to the conditions and we need to change our strategies accordingly. इसलिए मैंने over a period of time I keep tracking VIX and I have done a small study which I will present to the audience today. I hope they will like it. And so today's presentation, what I will cover will be something, what is volatility, what is India VIX, what is the correlation, and how to trade using the VIX indicator, and some pointers to the charts, and we'll look at some RSI and point and figure charts to pick some trades and take some clues from market. So just to start with, what is volatility? So volatility is a reference to the amount of uncertainty or a change in the price of a security or an index. Higher the volatility, there will be a more larger range, or the price of the security will be changing dramatically. It will be making big high and big lows, and big candles will be formed. And when the volatility is high, obviously when we see those huge candles forming, automatically our stop loss management becomes a little bit of a concern with such huge candles on the charts. Whereas in low volatility, the prices do not fluctuate dramatically. They
Hmm.
change at a steady pace over a period of time. So it is easier to deploy some trend following strategies during the low volatility period. Now, volatility index is also known as a fear index, wherein it indicates that volatility in the market, what is expected, and what is the perception of general people regarding the market condition is what we come to know from the India VIX. Next is the calculation of India VIX, which is based on the option prices of Nifty, and the methodology is the CBOE method, which is used. Again, VIX is very important to understand that VIX is negatively correlated to the stock market index, like the Nifty or the Sensex, which means when the market drops, the VIX will increase, and vice versa. Let's have a look at one such this is a chart of the correlation of India VIX to Nifty. Every time you will see the orange line indicates the India VIX, the blue line indicates our Nifty, and every time the VIX rises, the Nifty, you can see that there is a dramatic change in the Nifty, and Nifty ऊपर जा रहा है, VIX नीचे है, VIX ऊपर जा रहा है, Nifty नीचे है. So especially if we look at the COVID time, this was like wherein the we had a huge peak in the VIX, and if you can see, the Nifty was right at the lows of the that particular period. So it is, we can say that it is negatively correlated with markets. So something like this, wherein the pandemic, wherein we had the hit on the VIX that was trading somewhere around 80, 85 plus. Nifty was around 8,300. That is about 2.5 years ago. And now, while the VIX cooled off nicely, and we had a nice trending move in Nifty. So we can easily see from this slide that it is negatively correlated. But just because the VIX is at lows, or the just because the VIX is at extreme levels, that doesn't mean we can randomly take trades. Theoretically speaking, VIX oscillates between the range of 10 to 15 on the lower side and 20 to 25 on the higher side. Any values below 20 is considered to be a low volatility period. Anything above 25, I would consider it to be a high volatility or lot of fluctuations which we can see. Now, if VIX is high, it tells us that market participants are too bearish. And this means that market will most likely turn bullish in the near course of time. If the VIX is too low, which is at current levels, it is somewhere around 13.4, 13.3, it is oscillating at that levels, which means that market is most likely to turn bearish. But
Hmm.
just because the VIX is low, that does not mean that one should short blindly, or just because the VIX is too high, that does not mean that we should um, take a trade which is just because VIX is too high, we are going bullish. Now there
Yeah.
is a small study which I have done, wherein I tried to
थोड़ा जूम इन कर सकते हैं मुक्ता जी
हाँ,
दी
जरूर.
एक्सेस
Yeah, just a minute. I'll just show this chart and then go to
या
the
या
Excel. So this is the India VIX chart. Historically, we have seen that the highest VIX is somewhere around 89, and the lowest has been around 9 in the long, since 2008 that I have this chart plotted. So what I have essentially done in my study is every time we had a low and a high, low and a high, low and a high. So I have just picked up the swing lows and the swing high dates, and I have tried to study what market has done after that particular, the low on VIX was formed or the high on VIX is formed, and that is what I have done in this study. Now. see if in this chart, in this Excel sheet, you can see I have put the dates on which the VIX is high and the next swing low when the VIX was low. So on 17th November 2008, you will see that the VIX was at 84.59, whereas on 25th March 2009, it came to the low of 28.3.
Okay.
Next thing what I did was, um, I will go to the chart and show you. Next thing what I did was I went to the normal chart and I tried to see if at all, if we're talking about the date was, what was the date? Date was 17th November. So I go to 17th November 2008. So I go to that particular date. I've gone to that particular date. I know that the VIX was highest at that time. If you see here on the chart, this is the 17th November where I have marked wherein the VIX was at its highest, that is 84.39. And followingly, what was the trend in the Nifty followingly, which I observed is what I have taken into consideration. So here on 17th, after the VIX was 18.59, the high VIX worked. So I've, in the sense, when the VIX is high, there is a lot of bearish sentiment, and after that, I'm expecting a turn in the bearish sentiment and market to go bullish. So if the VIX has worked, in the sense, if this high low, if this particular day after that, if I see a bullish trend which has emerged, then I'm giving it a green color, and I'm considering that the high VIX situation wherein the sentiment of the market was bearish has turned out and has, the market has turned and it has formed a bottom and we have a small pullback or a trend reversal in that case. Next, if you see on the 25th of March, the VIX was lowest. If we go to the chart, we point out and we go to 25th of March. Was it 2009? And we go to that date. I have marked that date here, 25th of March. So after that, uh, though the VIX was low, but the market continued in the uptrend. So in that case, the low VIX condition has not worked in the favor. The markets did not turn bearish. So I have given it a red color and marked with a X or a cross.
Mm. Mm.
Similarly, I have done every swing. So every high, then the low, high, and the low, and eventually I did this till the 28th of September, where we marked the highest VIX last, and now currently we are at 13. So we had 22 high VIX periods. The total were 44, 43, 44 I have excluded because it is the current one. So 22 periods wherein the VIX was extremely high and then the market turned bearish after that. Sorry, the market turned bullish after that. And the successful ratio here I see was 87%. So about 19 times when the VIX was typically very high in that swing, and the market turned to be bullish after that.
Mm.
Similarly, when the markets were in a good trending move and the VIX hit its lows, there has been a chance of 67% times that the market has formed a bottom and then it has reversed. At times, it has not reversed at all. At times, it has just marginally gone down, gone up, and then taken a U-turn. But in that case, I have considered it as a failure. So in current situation, we are at 13.43, which is near the lows, I would say. So when we look at the presentation, if you see the point and figure charts, you can see that it is near the lows and there is a trend line support also in the VIX chart. But just because it is at low, should we go and short markets? No. I would suggest let the charts print the reversal. Let us
Hmm.
get some kind of a indication. Either I follow, since I follow point and figure chart, I will wait for an indication on point and figure chart, or I will wait for an indication from RSI to give me a clue that okay, market is turning around from the highs now. There is no pride in calling that मैंने top पकड़ लिया और मैंने bottom पकड़ लिया है market. Most of the times when you are in a hurry to catch the top and the bottom, it becomes it's more of a risk that we are trading. I feel that uh, I myself, as a person, I would wait for the trend to emerge and then ride that trend. That is what makes me more comfortable. One thing is I get good trades using the system, and I get to pick trades with lower stop losses. So मेरा capital management becomes much better with such situation when I'm a trend following rather than finding the tops and the bottoms. Definitely, we know that it is at support coming to the all time lows, but we will wait for the signal from the market and then take the trade in the direction of the market. Now, the next thing important is what kind of, this is the intraday chart of same India VIX, and it is also at support currently in the column of X. So we have to either wait for a double top buy or a breakout of the swing high is what is we are waiting for. Once that is confirmed, then we will get a nice trending move from market. Now, what happens is most of the time during these low volatility periods, people tend to short straddles. And
Hmm.
suddenly, if the markets turn and the market starts trending and catches a direction, like if the markets now suddenly turn bearish, and once we know that we always say that bears use the elevator and bulls take the stairs, so it does not it becomes a very risky situation in that case. Like here I will show you the option strategy wherein if you are shorting the market at with the at the money straddle, if you are taking a at the money straddle monthly at the money straddle, and if you look at the payout, so currently with the IVs which are at around 13.4, my payout if the market start dropping, the max loss that this trade could give me the is somewhere around till the break even point is around 9,000, and here on this side it will be anywhere around 12,000. But sorry, if the IVs are at the normal level, my payout is going to be my loss is going to be anywhere around 5,000, and on the higher side, if the market starts shooting, it will be anywhere around 8 to 9,000. But the same IVs, if they increase by 15 or 20% suddenly, by IV, the volatility starts rising. Just look at the payout of the pain that we are going to get. The 5,000 loss is suddenly going to shoot and become 10,000, and that 8,000 loss is going to suddenly go and shoot up to 12,000. So it's going to be a very painful situation for short straddle in such a case, and very important that we have to be very careful when you are shorting straddles at such levels, because uh, आज नहीं तो कल कहीं पे तो कुछ तो टर्न आने वाला है. अगर वो आने वाला है तो just imagine the kind of pain that your strategy will give you. It's not going to give you money, but it is going to rip you off, and the risk involved is too high. So definitely it is not a great time to take strategies like that. So when will we deploy shorts in straddles and strangles? When the VIX is falling, or when the VIX is in the downward spiral, when it is in the coming down. Whereas when the VIX is rising, we should take spreads, and that would enable you to make more money. At the same time, ideal level to short straddles would be when the VIX is falling and it falls from 25 to 20 and then slides below. Above 20, we should be very cautious with our short straddles, and do not short straddles or strangles when the VIX is above 25, because we are into a directional move and the volatility will kill your trade. So this is how we should align our trades, and this is how we can look at markets and how we can utilize the knowledge, or what the VIX tells us is in a short crust. I would say that this is what the insight as to VIX is. Now, going to our charts, is the market turning? We should know that कितना भी कहो, लेकिन मुझे तो करना ही है ना, टॉप पकड़ना ही है और बॉटम ऑफ द मार्केट पकड़ना ही है. So in such situations, that urge to be the first one, मैंने बोला था क्लब में, तो उसके लिए currently if we look at bank nifty, I'm looking at the bank nifty RSI. So when we are looking at the RSI, if we look at this peak wherein RSI was about 80 here, it was this high. Then second time it made this high. Uh, it was still, it made a divergence, and now it is creating the divergence for the third time. Again, RSI here was 83, and we have to either wait for the RSI to come down to 60 and break 60 and then take the trade. So there is no hurry. We have to wait for, maybe this would take, it would go into a time correction and then it will start sliding and give you the correction. But don't jump into the trade just because VIX is at a lower level. Prices can keep going higher and higher, irrespective of the VIX situation, and it will be a disaster for your capital management. So Bank Nifty currently it is forming a divergence, but uh, it has to confirm the divergence by breaking RSI 60, and only then we start, getting bearish on market. What is Nifty telling us? Nifty RSI is also doing exactly the same two peaks which are there in RSI over here, and this is the third time it is making that high. A caution is what we should warrant, and we should trail our stop losses as close as we can once the VIX is at such level. So if you are a Nifty trader and you pick something like a trend over here in Nifty, I will definitely start trading or trailing my stop loss, maybe to a hourly low or a 2 hourly low or a daily low, so that whatever money that I have made in this rise, I should not give it back to the market. मैंने मेहनत से कमाया हुआ पैसा है, मुझे मार्केट को वो वापस नहीं देना है. Now, looking at the Bank Nifty PNF charts. So, the Bank Nifty PNF chart has nicely broken the 45-degree trend line. We have a horizontal count which has just got achieved today. If you see, the horizontal count is achieved. There is the next vertical count which is open. This is obnoxious count. Let's ignore the higher count. But until a column reversal happens, which happens below 43 to 60 on a daily chart of Bank Nifty 0.15%, uh, we are still in a good shape to head upwards in Bank Nifty. So there is no hurry to short Bank Nifty yet. If I look at the trading time frame of Bank Nifty, it has just given us a ABC breakout. So ABC breakout is a beautiful pattern which is there in point and figure. A stands for anchor column, B stands for a breakout of a 45-degree trend line, and C stands for a count. So typically, the way I trade it, usually I put my stop loss at the high pole of the anchor column. High pole is almost like a 50% retracement of this huge column of X. So, which is around 42,901. So, approximately we can say that 43,000 to 43,901, 42,901, 900 is approximately the area of support for Bank Nifty for now, and the charts are indicating for now that it is ready for a target of 44,740, with a breakout which has just happened today. Then our Nifty charts, what are they showing us? Nifty charts are showing us we are into again the daily chart of 0.1%. The column reversal is below 18,827. So until and unless we close below 18,800 any of these days, then we are looking at a column reversal and this column of X flipping into column of O. At the same time, you can see 18,800, 850 area, which is a cluster count which has been achieved. And achieving the cluster counts, a horizontal count as well as a vertical count, is itself a good indication that market is in a good trend still, and the uptrend can continue further. If we look at this is a system which 0.05% Nifty system, which I had discussed in our last point and figure presentation also, wherein I follow a super trend and I keep it's a stop and reverse system, wherein I keep trailing my stop loss at the super trend level, and whenever the super trend flips, I go into the short trade, and whenever it flips on the upside, I take a long trade with the super trend as my stop loss. So this is also indicating some cluster count in the area of 19,000 for now. All in all, charts are yet not showing anything that is bearish overtly. RSI is indicating that there could be a pause, but let it print on the chart. Let the RSI on the daily chart start turning around and break 60 level at least, and then yeah, we are ready to follow the trend and take the short trades in the direction of the trend. Another interesting chart is the ratio chart of Bank Nifty to Nifty, which I usually observe. So, if you observe the ratio chart, Bank Nifty has been leading since August, and it has been in a leading uptrend. Every time it is trending up. Here is one correction which we got. Again, the whole thing it went to the top. Second time it has got corrected, again it has gone to make that high. Third time it has got corrected, and every time if you see, these bottoms are also higher, and this is almost like a ascending triangle which is getting formed on this ratio chart. So next time when it breaks this 45 this moving average and starts heading upward, it will be definitely the Bank Nifty which will be a leader. If this reversal has to print, the Bank Nifty is what I'm looking at to go much higher from this level. Um, this is the India VIX chart, which I just showed, the 1% point and figure chart, which is there. And this is that trend line, which I just mentioned on the chart as well. I'll just magnified so that people can have a look at this trend line. It is that this is that support which I'm looking at. This is one low and this is another low. So let it reverse. What is the hurry? यानी everybody on the social media is also gung ho कि विक्स लो है तो चलो मार्केट को शॉर्ट करना है, अभी शॉर्ट करने का टाइम आ गया है. लेकिन चार्ट पे कहीं पे तो कुछ सिग्नल आए हमें कि भाई या दिस इज द टाइम टू नाउ short and take that short trade, because it could be that even if markets remain trending and the VIX can remain in this zone for whatever period of time. So let it print on the chart, as I always say that chart पे print होने दीजिए, फिर हम trade करेंगे उसको. And interesting charts. There are two, three interesting charts which I've been following. It's one of them is LNT, which has given a nice breakout. A good upside is open in LNT, and it is trending nicely upward. So the leaders, or I would say the large caps are performing well, yet there is no sign from any of the large caps yet that this seems to be a top that we have formed. This is a JSW. Metals have been doing really well in this rally, and there is a broadening formation, and the broadening has given a double top by about 732. A account of around 800 is open out here, so looks to be a nice trade in JSW steel. Good trade in Hindalco. So metals are looking extremely good. So so is FMCG sector. Britannia is breaking out and has made one anchor column. This is the second anchor column that it is looking extremely strong on charts. And as such, until the charts show me that there is some kind of a reversal which has been happening and which is getting printed, we should not be in a hurry just to short market because the VIX is low. This is a small presentation, and this is what I had to share with the audience. Anything,
Amazing.
any questions, Vivek ji? I happen to mute you completely. I'm so sorry about that.
No, no, no. I think thank you for muting me because I think you know exactly the format which I like. So that's why your presentation was exactly the way it should be. So thank
Thank
you
you so
so
much.
much. I mean, everything was covered and such clarity in your thought process. I mean, you linked VIX with market, and then you also gave a market view, and you also requested people that let the market confirm before we take a position against the VIX. तो बहुत अच्छा लगा. In fact, I just
Thank you.
want to mention one thing to my audience, my learners here, that Mukta ji is part of our Stockage Club, and I'll just show you very interesting work which she does. Stockage Club is focused on bringing quality, genuine people to you so that you can actually learn while you are undergoing the earning process. So this is Mukta ji. Stockage Club has more than 13,000 members, and everything which she mentions, there is a follow on. मतलब ऐसा नहीं है कि बस मेंशन करके बात खत्म हो गई. She will follow on. She will either ask you to book your profit, book your loss. She has passed the NISM research analyst exam, so she is authorized to do what she is doing. And I must compliment you, Mukta, for religious work, uh, and you give ideas with very strong conviction, and that really shows in the social platform. So thank you for becoming part of this social
Thank you.
family.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. It's
Thank
indeed a
you.
pleasure.
Thank you always inspire us. Talking about the inspiration, we have another person who is an inspiration for all of us. She started from a very basic thing in market, and now she is doing so good. And we have some role in making us what she is right now. She's also one of the Stockage Club members, and I would like to invite Chitra into this discussion. Chitra, are you there, Chitra?
Yes, sir.
Chitra. Yeah, hi, good evening, Chitra. How are you?
Good evening, sir. Good evening, Mukta ma'am.
Good evening,
I'm good,
Chitra
sir.
ji.
I'm good. Thank you.
Fantastic. Good to see you, Chitra. We want to know your story. कब आपने चालू किया market? What are you doing right now? How Stockage family is helping you to achieve your goals?
First of all, sir, thank you very much for giving me this opportunity to connect with you on your platform and share a screen with you. It really means a lot to me. Sir,
It's my pleasure.
I am from Jharkhand, and I have been in the stock market since 2013. So actually, I started my journey as a passive investor, right?
Okay.
And then I started doing active swing trading and some intraday calls also. And means I would like to means state that as I am from finance background, I had always an inclination towards stock market, right? But there was no one in my network, in my family, in my contact had an active participation, and they don't know about anything about the stock market. So
Yep.
and I have been working in some government and private institution also, but I always felt satisfaction was missing there. So I tried lots of work here and there, but finally I found that uh, I want to find my way in stock market, and I finally decide that I will be in stock market and I will find my way one day. And but sir, after a certain level, I got stuck and
Hmm.
clueless what to do what to do next, right? So there was no one means to whom with I can discuss. So I wanted to connect with some active participants or member. Actually, I was finding a network. I was
Yeah.
in looking for a network. So I used to watch business news channels and YouTube channels, and luckily, and thanks, means I would like to thank God. So one day your video appeared in my YouTube, right? And I started watching your all YouTube videos with Annapurna series. You had started, right? And it became a habit to watch all your videos, and I started actually back testing using your chart layout. Then
Wow.
I find some positive and I get some confidence that, oh, this is the way, means this is the thing I was looking for. So but actually all of sudden all the things are started happening about you. Actually, I am a customer of Kotak Security. So one day I
Okay.
got an email. I was offered 3 months free subscription, right? And I started using a stockage portal, and
Hmm.
then
Hmm.
and means then I know it is the something I was looking for, and I joined a Stockage Social. I started using a Stockage Social earlier, means before before joining a joining a Stockage portal, means I was looking for here and there for data and something information. But this is the portal where one can find means like a retail investor like a me can find anything. Means not 100%, but almost all the things one retail investor is needed is available there. So I was so
वैसे
happy.
Chitra ji,
uh,
you are not retail investor anymore. Wait. Mukta ji, let me show what she is doing, and you tell me whether she's a retail investor. She has already progressed a lot. I will show you her post in Stockage Social. First of all, you are a gold medalist in MCOM, so let me,
yes, sir.
welcome you. I mean, it's such a
Thank you,
proud
sir.
feeling that someone of your repute is part of the Stockage family. And look at this, Mukta ji. Look at the charts. Look at the stock news. I mean, this is not retail investor. You have already progressed, and very in few days
Absolutely.
or months, this is the cleanest analysis anyone would be doing. And you are giving a, you talked about the stock and the stock is up 6%. This is what stockage is all about, giving you that power and confidence of doing what you really should do. So congratulations
Wonderful.
for what a lovely post. And you have been a member of the month as well, so that is also a big proud moment. Mukta ji, just
Thank you
to
for that.
inform you.
Superb. Heartiest congratulations, Chitra ji.
Thank
It's
you, ma'am. Thank you
wonderful to
so
see
much.
your growth. Wonderful. I'm so happy.
Thank you so
So,
much, ma'am.
Muktaji, just want to inform you that member of the month is a big achievement for us in our club, and we
Yeah.
actually give full fees refund to members who become member
Oh,
of the
wow.
month. Yeah,
Wow.
so that they become more active contributor, and they should start feeling that it's my responsibility to give back to club because I've been chosen member of the month, and she's fulfilling the
Superb.
responsibility so well. So, thank you, Chitra ji.
Incredible, Chitra ji. Keep the
Thank you
great
so
work
much,
going.
ma'am. But still
Lovely.
I feel that it's a starting, means it start means journey started with you, and it's only a start. It's a long way to go.
Yes,
So
that's the pleasure of you.
I always feel that there are so much things I have to learn, I have to know. मीन्स मुझे हमेशा यही लगता है कि नहीं, अभी मैं रेडी नहीं हूँ, अभी मुझे और भी बहुत कुछ सीखना है. तो
Yes, yes, yes.
तो ये जो सीखने की जो हंगर है ना, वो आपने स्टॉकेज सोशल और स्टॉकेज पोर्टल पे प्रोवाइड किया. मैं 24 आवर यही सोचते रहती हूँ, आई एम डूइंग इनसफिशिएंट वर्क. मीन्स देर आर मोर वर्क, देर आर
Oh
मोर
my
टाइम
God.
आई
Oh
नीड
my
टू
God.
गिव. So
That's
means
such an inspiration.
I wanted to join such type of network, and I am so blessed. I joined, I connected with you all people, and
Thank you.
after watching your videos, I means that videos boosted my confidence, and actually it's very difficult to means what I can say, believe YouTube channels or what they people are doing on YouTube. There are lots of fake YouTube channels, but I don't know how could I relate to you, and I believe you, and I joined TMP program. Slowly, first I joined a stockage portal, then I joined TMP program, and I joined a stockage social. And all mentors of TMP programs are amazing, absolutely amazing. They all have their own setup, their own trading rules, psychology, my trading behavioral attitude has completely changed. I love to means book my losses. I book my losses easily. Whenever I don't feel comfortable my trade entry, I means completely exit from that call happily.
So the
So
moment you start loving booking your losses, you have arrived in this market, huh?
yes, sir, you had told that. And Kaushik sir, simply his chart layout, he told that जब तक मार्केट 5% डायनेमिक सपोर्ट के ऊपर है, कुछ मत सुनो, आप अपना काम करते रहो. So
बिल्कुल.
this is the
Awesome.
thing we are doing, and
Awesome,
I
awesome.
I contribute, and as much as I can.
Yes, please keep contributing. And Mukta ji is a big inspiration for all of us. So one fine day, we want you to be like her. In fact, आपको मुक्ता जी के webinars जो because you are a club member, you have access to our webinars. आप
Yes,
प्लीज देखिएगा पॉइंट एंड फिगर जिस स्टाइल से मैम करती है, जैसे जो क्लैरिटी आती है. दिस इज वन थिंग नाउ यू शुड डू टू गो टू द नेक्स्ट लेवल. एंड यू नो वेर एवर यू फील you need help from us, we are always there.
ठीक है.
definitely, sir. I'm looking forward to meet you and your team personally one day.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. We all are looking forward as always. Thank you Mukta ji for this session, really
Thank
My
you,
appreciate.
sir.
pleasure.
Thank you,
And
ma'am.
thank you, and
Chitra ji, it
keep
was a pleasure
inspiring
to
both of
meet
you.
you and know your journey.
Thank
Same
you,
here, ma'am.
thank you.
Super. All right.
ऑलराइट दोस्तों, तो ये था मुक्ता जी. और यू नो आई हैव अ हाई रिस्पेक्ट फॉर हर, व्हाट शी इज डूइंग एंड हाउ शी इज डूइंग. बिकॉज जेन्युइन पता लग जाता है, जेन्युइन लोग कौन है और कौन फेक कर रहा है, सब पता लग जाता है. तो शी इज डूइंग ग्रेट वर्क. एंड ऑब्वियसली वी हैव सच इनक्रेडिबल क्लब मेंबर्स. 10,000 से ज़्यादा लोगों की फैमिली बन चुकी है ये. एंड वी आर सो कमिटेड टू लर्निंग एंड अर्निंग. जैसा कि उन्होंने कहा ना कि सीखना है, बस सीखना है. तो ये जो कल्चर सेट हो गया है, सीखने का जो हंगर आ गया है, दैट इज समथिंग विच वी वांट एवरी क्लब मेंबर टू हैव इट इनसाइड. तो मेरा एक ही आप लोगों से रहेगा कि अगर आप स्टॉकेज क्लब का पार्ट नहीं बने, ट्राई फॉर अ ईयर, 1 साल देखिए. 1 साल में कुछ नुकसान नहीं होगा, सीखोगे ही फाइनली एट द एंड ऑफ द डे. बट द काइंड ऑफ डेप्थ ऑफ योर अंडरस्टैंडिंग ऑफ मार्केट, जो आपका बेस बिल्डअप हो जाएगा स्टॉकेज के कारण, वो आप मेरे को लाइफ लॉन्ग याद रखोगे कि मेरा बेस बनाने वाली ये ऑर्गेनाइजेशन थी. एंड दैट इज व्हाट इज आवर सिंगल पॉइंट एजेंडा, नथिंग एल्स. सो आई होप all of you will start looking at stockage club. stockageclub.com is a website. और डिटेल देखिए क्या है. अगर आपको लगे कि ये ऐसा कम्युनिटी का पार्ट बनना है जिसमें आप लर्न और अर्न दोनों कर रहे हैं, then I think you are in the right community. चलिए, thank you so much for attending this Wednesday live. I'll see you soon next Wednesday and before that. तब तक bye bye.